Hello again and welcome back to this guide to the GDPR from the IT service. We're about to tackle the first of the 6 core principles of the GDPR, but before that we want to just take a quick look at what these principles are all about. In Article 5, the GDPR lays down 6 fundamental principles. Anyone who processes personal data must comply with these principles. In fact, not only must they comply, but they must be able to demonstrate compliance, meaning that there is a requirement on you to document what you're doing to comply with each of these principles. These principles are the foundation stones upon which the rest of the legislation is built. In many ways, they define the spirit of the legislation. They often use fairly general phrases, such as data must be processed lawfully. And a lot of the rest of the GDPR goes into much more detail about what these terms mean in practice. So, for example, Article 6 of the GDPR talks about the idea of lawfully and what is or isn't lawful processing. If the principles are broken, then you've breached the legislation. A lot of people talk about breaches, meaning data breaches. You've lost data, you've been hacked, you've sent data to the wrong person, lost a memory stick or a phone or whatever it might be. And yes, of course, that is a breach. But in fact, a breach more generally means a breach of the legislation. So a breach of these principles, because they are the core of the legislation, is a breach of the GDPR. And therefore they would attract a fine potentially. So there we go, hopefully that gives you an idea as to what these principles are all about. So in a moment we'll crack on with looking at the first of these core principles of the GDPR. Remember, if we can help you, if you'd like us to come and talk to you about GDPR or run training or audits for you and your team, contact us at www.theitservice.co.uk. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.